Welcome everyone to a new episode of Squares and Square Root series, and today we will learn important properties of square and square roots. Squares of natural number till 10 सबके टिप्स में होता है, तो using this table we can say no square numbers ends with 2, 3, 7, 8. You can refer this table. We have 1, we have 4, we have 5, 6 and 9. But no square number is ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Property number 2 says every square number ends with even number of zeros. Let's verify this property. 10 square has 2 zeros which is even, 100 square has 4 zeros which is again even, 1000 square has 6 zeros which is again even. Hence we can say no perfect square number ends with odd number of zeros. Every time there will be even number of zeros in case of square numbers. Next is property number 3. Property number 3 says there are 2n numbers of non-perfect square numbers between the squares of two consecutive natural numbers. The number should be next to each other. Let's do it with the help of example. Let's take smaller numbers in order to verify this property. 2 square and 3 square. So n is my 2 and n plus 1 is 3. We need to keep one thing in mind. Both numbers should be next to each other, as 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Both are perfect square numbers. How many numbers now lie between this 4 and 9? 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can say there are 4 numbers. Let's take one more example. 4 square and 5 square. See, the number should be next to each other. So this is n square and 5 is n plus 1 square. So 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. Now how many numbers lie between this 16 and 25? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. If you count this, there are 8 numbers. When numbers are small, we can easily count the non-perfect square numbers which are lying between these two. अब ये property useful कब होगी? When you have bigger numbers like 100 square and 101 square. So which one is n? 100 and which one is n plus 1? 101. So before actually calculating the non-perfect square numbers, let's check how we can get this 4 using this property, using 2n. So which one is n here? 2 is n, so 2 into 2 is 4. Similarly, which one is n here? 4 is n here, hence 2 into 4 is 8. So we can use the similar concept here. N is 100 and 2n is 2 into 100, that is 200, which means 200 non-perfect square numbers lies between 100 square and 101 square. So this property makes your calculation easier when you have larger numbers. Next, property number 4 says sum of first n odd numbers is n square. So your number should start with 1 and there should not be any gap between the numbers. They should be consecutive. एक के बाद एक, and all numbers should be odd numbers. So here we have 1, 3 and 5. You can add these numbers because these are less in number. 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. But you can use this property as well in order to make your calculation easy. So how many numbers are we using here? We are using 3 numbers. That is why 3 square, which is 9. Let's take one more example. Here we have 1, 3, 5, 7. See, it starts with 1 and there is no gap. All the numbers are natural and odd. So how many numbers we have? 4. So 4 square is equal to 16. So if we have more numbers, here we have 1, 3, 5, 7 till 23. In that case, addition become bit lengthy. So we can apply this property over here in order to make calculation easy. Just count the numbers included here. There are 12 numbers. 12 square is equal to 144. Next is property number 5, which says squares of number ending with 5 without actual calculation. Here you need to follow 3 simple tricks. First, find out what is 5 into 5, that is 25. Now whatever number is given, for example 65 is given. So ignore 5 here and whatever left, which is 6 right now, add 1 to this number, which gives you 7, and then find the product of these two. What is 6 into 7? 6 into 7 is 42, and add this 25 at the end. Hence your result of 65 square is 4225. Let's take one more example. This time 3-digit number 105. Again ignore 5 and pick the remaining number. This time my remaining number is 10. Add 1 to this number, it will become 11. Find the product of these two, that is 10 into 11, 110. Hence 105 square is 110, which is the product of 10 and 11, and merge 25 at the end.